Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 100-day project. Today it's a nice cloudy day here in Arizona and I have a cup of tea and I thought it would be kind of a fun, mellow day to watercolor some of the die cuts that I spent die cutting last night. I have separated them into baggies. I can show you as we go through the die cuts the different let's start with flowers, the different dies that I used. All right, for the flowers I used, in here we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So 6652221. I'll also have these listed below. 6611190, 664 and 666565. So you don't have to use these. Really, any dies that you have, any dies you haven't used yet, will all be perfect for this. Okay, so what you're going to need, different mediums or a medium for watercolor. I pulled out some small ink pads and distress crayons, watercolor pencils, my watercolor bucket, just distress water or a sprayer of water just in case, paper towels, and I have some Scribble Sticks here, a thing of water, and paintbrushes, water brushes. I think that, did I say paper towels? And I think that's it. Alright, so we're going to use a few different mediums just to kind of see the similarities, the differences, that kind of fun thing. And yesterday we made backgrounds, and today we're going to make some pieces that we can use in clusters or on journal cards, that kind of thing. So just to kind of have, right? How about, I'm going to start with this pack of distress crayons, not crayons, distress pencils that I haven't used before. This is a gift from my husband. Thank you, husband. All right. I think this is distress set 2. I think I have 1, 2, and 3. I think there's one more that I don't have. All right, so again, this would be awesome for windows and stuff if you wanted to keep that. One of the things I'm really wanting to do during this 100 days is to use my stuff. So that's what I'm going for. Okay, I'm gonna pick a flower. Let's start with this one. I need my pokey tool, it looks like. Poke out a couple of these little bits. I could do this later. It would be okay. But let's just go ahead. I just die cut these out using like 28-pound cardstock. No, maybe it's 30. It was 32. I don't know, but it's nothing fancy. Let's see. We need a yellow, and one thing I'm going to do just to try, I'm going to stick the whole pencil in my thing of water, and let's go ahead and add that to our flower. What's your favorite flower? I love sunflowers. I love daisies. And I can't think of them right now. What are they called? It'll come to me. I'm going to use a little brown for the middle. And you don't want to get it too wet. Like I said, this is not fancy watercolor paper. And then I'm going to do it this way. Get color on my paintbrush. Then that can come in and make some areas darker. And add a little contrast with this color. Maybe. I need to put it in there for a second. And I am by no means the professional watercolorist, but it is fun to play. Still getting over my cold. Try not to sniffle on camera. Alright, and then let's add some of this darker brown. What is this color? Oh, that's seedless preserves. That won't work. Let's see what we have. What is this one? Walnut stain. That would be perfect. Lost my brush. Put that in for a second. Darker there. I think I'm going to add walnut stain on the stem. And then let's add, what's this one? Peeled paint. That'll work. I know a lot of people take their watercolors from out of the buckets and color code them, you know, rainbow order. I just haven't done that. I think it makes sense because then you have all your greens together, etc. All right, let's see. Let's add this green. What is this? Crushed olive. Oh, that was a big thing of water right there. Okay, now I'm going to let this guy dry. He's pretty wet. Yeah, it's all stem. He looks pretty cute though. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to use my watercolor. I got these off of Amazon and they were pretty inexpensive. If I can find them, I will link them below. Any watercolor set that you have will work. I'm digging the brush, so I'm going to continue. Let's do some purples. Let me get some water down here. And it's nice if you do have this set. There's this that kind of tells you like the colors, because sometimes they don't look the way that you think when they're dry. The other thing we can do is take our water brush and just drop some water in all the different pots that we think we could use. I'm just going to kind of, and this just kind of gets them started for you. Use the top of your tray as a palette. You could also use my mat. Right, and then I'm going to go in here. I feel like painting die cuts like this with some watercolors, it was in a big puddle of water. Oops. It's kind of foolproof, right? Since I'm not a watercolorist, I think that this is a fun thing to do if you want to play with your watercolors, and maybe you're not. Maybe you're a beginner, let's just say. This one, let's see what this is. Some other shades. Maybe mix the two. Open that off. There we go. And I'm going to go in with a green. Let's go with that one. There we go. Okay, let that guy dry. All right, next one is 666380. It's these funky leaves. I hadn't used it before. I die cut. I still have washi tape on there, but I die cut with the backgrounds we made yesterday. I die cut a few pieces. As you can see, I haven't put them together, but look how cute those are. How about this guy? And I'm not sure. Let me look at the picture. I'm going to look for, do this one. Different. Oh, here it is. This one. All right, so let's do this guy. Poke out the little centers. Someone is doing yard work in our Zen watercolor time. How dare they? How dare they? Man, we haven't had rain in a long time, so it was really nice this morning. Like an actual rain where the kids were getting wet going into the school. That's unheard of. This kind of hurt my finger. I don't know why. Keep poking it in. I could get out my little mat thing. Oh, here we go. Okay. Those little dudes. Take a sip of tea. It's wonderful tea. How do you like your tea? I like my tea with a little milk, a little honey. Delish. Okay. Let's try Distress Inks. How about? And I'm just going to take, I mean, you're thinking, well, Cara, aren't you using the same thing as your crayons or your pencils? Yes. I'm just showing you that if you have these supplies, do I want to know what I'm using? Probably. You can watercolor with different things. That's what I'm going for here. All right. You know what? And let's use a watercolor brush. Do I want this one or? Ooh, wow. Let's go with this one. Okay. And then you're just going to get some ink. Is that going to work? Or here, we'll do it like this. Some ink on our mat. Oh, there we go. That's better. And then we can just paint it on. You know what? I'm not liking the thickness of this brush. Let's do this one. There, that's what I was going for. A little more. Again, if I was using watercolor paper, it might look a bit different. Wouldn't maybe be as streaky. Let's do crushed olive. Just want a couple different colors. And then, what is this one? Mowed lawn. There we go. And what do I want for my stem? How about forest moss? Add a little bit of other color. We could also kind of dunk it in, right? Just want to get it too wet. Okay, so then this will go like this when it's dry and I glue it on. Cute. Alright, so I glued the stems, or the middle bits, to these just to show you. I think these would look really cute if they were like a darker, like a brown, but it looks pretty cute. Alright, so we'll set those aside. And next I'm going to use some distressed crayons. And I have this die set, one I haven't used yet. I'm going to take out a couple birds. This is 665861 silhouette birds. They're very cute. And let's see. Maybe some pinkies, pink, peach. Alright, so this I'm gonna scribble on my mat. And this is, what is this? Festive berries and spun sugar and saltwater taffy, old paper. Let's see, I'm really liking using this bigger brush. Okay. Same thing. Just gonna use a little bigger brush, a little water. I don't know if we're even going to see spun sugar since I kind of covered the whole thing. We'll do some down here. And then I could go in with a Posca pen and maybe do the beak and eye if I wanted to. Okay, let's do, I'm going to do the lighter. Yeah, cute. Okay. So there's Distressed Crayon. Right, the next one is an old favorite of mine. The butterfly stamp CMS Flutter is the name, CMS 294. And the coordinating die called Flutter 662269. This is an older set and I just love it. You'll see that I color coded, I used a Sharpie and I colored the butterfly to match the die and the antenna or the body so that I can easily see which one goes with which. So I did some embossing on some of these. And then I just did some archival ink on some others. And these are the ones I did embossing. Pretty cute. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, so now let's take a couple. And I have Scribble Sticks. These are Dina Wakely Scribble Sticks. And you can just color, of course, right on. And then add water after. Or, like I did with the pencils, you can add water. I'm going to try it this way first. Oh, and I also have these in here. Let's try and stick with Scribble Sticks. Oh, what the heck? Let's add a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my paintbrush. A little water. It'll kind of help blend the colors. It looks pretty cute. Alright, I'm going to let that one dry. And then let's dunk it. And then we can color. Okay, so somehow my video got cut off, but I wanted to show you how these turned out once they were dry. Include this one together. This guy, he's broken unfortunately, but I can glue him together. And then I did a few other butterflies. I did some other things off camera, but yeah, so now we have some different pieces that we can use in upcoming videos. All right, that was day number 2. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.